amazing. Welcome back, everybody. I'm JT the Dusty Dutchman.
I'm Aaron, aka Fruit Punch.
And we are at the Birkie Haven in Hayward, Wisconsin, and we have some things to talk about. So in the year since we've been here last, we've made a whole bunch of videos and a whole lot of mistakes. From crashing camera equipment like drones to crashing our bikes. We've done it all. So we thought we'd put together a video of the 10 best ways that you can either laugh or learn from our mistakes. So, number one, have a plan. The last thing anybody wants to see is you and I staring at each other awkwardly in the woods trying to figure out what we're going to say. Yeah. So especially if you have something informative that you need to talk about or some information you want to get across, kind of have it ready.
Fun focus. It's a focus. It's a focused, flowy fun that we're after. A focus on
flowy fun for everyone.
Put that on a postcard.
Next is how to ride and film. Collaborating the two smartly, effectively.
Yeah, I think originally we would bring too much with us. We would try to bring too many cameras and it just ends up being in the way and you can't even get good riding done at that point. So less is more. We've kind of narrowed it down to 3 GoPros, 1 Hero 9 for each of us. So we run chesties with the Hero 9, max lens mod, full stabilization.
Then also have Hero 10 just on a tripod, 3rd-person view. Just set it on the side of the trail, just very easy.
Yeah, and the only addition to this base kit that we run is if we decide that we got to bring a drone or not.
There's FPV, there's DJI. FPV is very cumbersome, a lot of dynamic shots, and there's cinematic DJI. Either way, it's a lot of money in the air and it's worth the shot, but it's another one of those things you got to stop and take the time to shoot and fly.
Next lesson learned is that no matter where you're riding, if you're riding and filming, your ride is going to take 2 or 3 times longer. If you add all the time it takes to set up the cameras, set up a drone, set up any kind of shot, and then just general confusion and where do you want to shoot? Is this section cool? Is that section cool?
Hike up, back up a section that you already rode, redo things.
And riding and filming is not fun for everyone. We think it's fun, but not very many people think that riding and filming is fun. We're prepared to spend the extra time to do it, but a lot of people are not.
You have to enjoy filming as well. Yeah. Oof. So this next one hits home. Be prepared to lose your drone.
Every time.
It's a sketchy game to play when flying drones. You could either lose it.
So the drone's out here somewhere. It should be a piece of cake to find. Yeah. It's a small lake.
B, crash it.
Yeah, no matter what, as soon as your drone leaves the ground, anything can happen. So when we travel together, we have multiple drones, but if I'm traveling with somebody else, I always bring a backup drone because no matter what, that could be the last time you fly that particular drone. And there's already been multiple trips where if we didn't have a backup drone,
we wouldn't have had a drone shot at all.
Right, yeah. So the lesson on that one is always bring a backup drone. Yeah, so next lesson is remember to shoot in the correct mode. So for example, if you're using a Hero 9 with a max lens mod, make sure you put the camera into max lens mod mode. Otherwise, everything you shoot is going to be unusable.
Kaputs.
Huh?
Kaputs. You got to make sure everything's set in the right mode before you go out and double check it right before you hit record.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've spent quite a bit of time trying to learn about composition, rule of thirds, ISO, focal length, all the things that are components of getting the shot correct.
I mean, you can mess with all that, or auto mode works every time.
I love auto mode. It works for me. I like to point and shoot and just let it rip, where Aaron is a little bit more seasoned. He knows how to set it up correctly. The next lesson that we learned is no matter what, a camera doesn't care if you're in a hurry. A camera doesn't care if the sun's going down. You cannot cut corners if you're trying to get good shots. Which means a couple things. Basics, super, super basic.
But first, lens cap.
Battery. Memory card. It took me a while to learn that if I want to get steady shots, no matter how hard I try, just use a tripod. Like you know it's gonna work.
And make them for a reason.
Because I don't know how many shots I've tried to get some really cool B-roll, and then I go back and look at it at the end and it's shaky. Where all I needed to do was just grab a tripod, stick it on a tripod, and it's guaranteed to be good.
And you can't go back, so why not just use the right equipment first?
Exactly.
On to the next. As an avid drone crasher, it's very important to back up your footage. Like we were saying, drones crash, so do GoPros and cameras. Just back up the footage, you have it, it's done. Get back to filming.
Yeah, this is a hot button for me, because I feel like every time you go out and film, it's no different than sending your drone in the air. Because the drones crash and these GoPros are very quirky. At any moment, your GoPro can have a memory card error, and all the footage on your GoPro is gone.
That'll help an SD card error.
Careful. Careful.
Nice and wet.
Cold, wet, dark.
Just missed a good run because I had an SD card error. Took it out, fell in the snow.
So for that reason, when in doubt, dump it out.
So cheesy.
I feel like I knew this before we started making videos, but I didn't really understand it. But editing sucks.
Oh, here we go.
Most of our videos are around 10 minutes, and I'd say on average that's about 20 hours of editing. And just trying to get that in every night, it eventually gets a little old. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Most importantly, have fun.
Yeah, it's easy for the process to become a grind if you let it. The best times we've ever had out filming is when we meet new people.
Literally stumbling across them on the trail, and having it be a highlight of our trip.
Yep. These people are everywhere, right? That's why we travel. We want to travel, meet new people, have new experiences, and have fun, and hopefully share that with you guys, so that you can be informed and it can inspire you to do the same. And lastly, a lesson we learned pretty quick is that no matter how cool the shot is, no matter how cool the run was,
How much time you put into
no matter
it.
how much time you put into it, and you think it's the coolest thing in the world, no matter what, nobody is gonna think it's as cool as you do.
Never.
Well, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you. I hope that you found this entertaining and maybe you learned something from it. We appreciate everybody that's followed us along so far. So thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on the next one. And don't forget that when you get outside and get on your bike,
And bring your camera.
good things will happen. See ya.
Hi. Hello. Hi, dear.
Got it.
It feels
Just got to be enough there.
fairly good.
Yeah.